And we're here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We have returned to In Darkness Unbroken. I need to unmute my mic in Google. All right. You returned to In Darkness Unbroken, episode 3 of season 3. Yeah, and I'm just going to hand it over to our storyteller and GM, Humalu, to leave it to her to introduce us and all that good stuff.
Okay. Hello everyone, it's me, Emma Hamalu on the internet, and I'm here to GM you through In Darkness Unbroken in the Happy Happy Fun Times episode. I have a question for my cast. It is, what would your character do for their next birthday to celebrate?
I don't even know what I do for my birthday.
Fair.
I'm Freddie, and I'm playing Faywin, the previously Circle, now Dalish elf mage, for his next birthday. He really likes when people play music, so he's gonna arrange like a salon where everyone can bring an instrument and play music and dance.
Nice.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan, or else Vamp on the internet, and today I'll be playing Bella, the city elf rogue. And she could do what she does for her birthday most of the years, and just get drunk with her friends, which is happens more often than just her birthday. But I think she wants to have a proper. She's never had a proper birthday, like with cake and like people around that appreciate her and her family. So I think she wants something like that now that she has actual found family.
Lovely.
Hello, I am Gambit, and I am playing Arlen, our big, burly, lovable mountain man. And for his birthday, Arlen would definitely go back on a boat and just go sailing. Even if it's a small boat, but he's gonna go sailing.
So he can find a whale?
Exactly. He's gonna bring Faywin with so we can converse with said whale.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Val. This is my channel. I bring to you today Robin Cadret, our dwarf rogue. And as far as what she would do for her birthday, nothing. None of you know when her birthday is. So you have no idea how old she actually is. And she likes to keep it that way. So when's your birthday? Yeah, it happened last year.
Mm-hmm. Always ages away.
Bella just gets her a random birthday present some point during the year. She's like, "Happy birthday, late or early." I'm not sure.
I've decided today is your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much. I'm gonna swallow the chicken nugget. But hey, I'm gonna remind all of you, this is a viewer affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies gives a reroll to the channel. Every subscription gives a 6-point stunt auto success, which is essentially a crit roll in here. And if you donate to the channel, you can give us focus points and potions. That's a $5 donation to give one to everyone, either a potion or a focus point. And as far as $10 donations go, you can create an NPC for the game. You can pick their race, their class, their name, all that good stuff. Last year we had a kobold. So
yes, we did.
Yeah, Cheez-Its. We had a kobold. I hope to run into this little man soon again. And with that, that's it. Oh, and of course, we're still raising money for Extra Life. So if you have a Twitch Prime kind of just hanging around, or you don't, you just want to, when you do subscribe to the channel, I am meeting all of my sub points in the month of November with a $1 donation. We are at 50 or 49 or 50 right now. For the month, it says 79 on my dashboard, but it's wrong because it counts the past 30 days. So it goes into October, and I've already paid my October things. But yeah, it's a thing that we're doing. So now let's do the other thing, and that's Emma. That's you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's me. All right. So, last session, the gang made it into Orzammar, under the ground. They bought some gifts for Robin's father before going to meet the man. The reunion was pretty heartwarming, and Van was very overjoyed to not only have his child back with him, but also to be meeting their friends. They updated him on what was going on the surface and tried to get some information about what he knew about what had happened recently with the, Temple of Sacred Ashes exploding. He did not have much information on that. He, after some convincing, did inform Robin that he's been receiving some pressure, we'll call it, from a person named Jacoby Shieldbreaker, who is someone that Robin has a bit of a history with. Let's just call it that. In speaking with Jacoby, Robin discovers that his wife, who he may or may not have cheated on.
Oh, he definitely,
with
definitely.
Robin, very much so, repeatedly,
Multiple times, yes.
multiple times prior to the wedding. Discovers that this wife has been putting some pressure and essentially blackmailing Van and now Robin to conduct a task for them. Otherwise, it would see the social and potential financial ruin of your family. This, at Jacoby's request, Robin and her friends, who killed a dragon, don't you know, which she reminded him repeatedly, are to venture down into the deep roads to retrieve some Shieldbreaker family documents from a lost tag that has now become accessible thanks to the huge tremors that were caused because of the explosion that happened. They are not the only party that is going down to this location either. With the news that the Darkspawn have been acting in an unusual way, which is unsettling to say the least, because after a blight normally it goes pretty quiet. It seems that the dangers down there are pretty dire. Will the Grip survive this adventure? Time will tell.
No, you're gonna die.
Any viewers out there that have played these games are aware that the deep roads are nothing but happy fun times.
We also learned, by the way, that Jacoby's wife is in deep with the Karta.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was some servants who were milling about the household that were rather casually keeping an eye on you all while you were in the household.
They were just casually Carta.
Yeah, just casually
Carta, yeah.
It's just a criminal syndicate, nothing to worry about. So yes, it also seems that she is aware of the affair, which... Happy fun times, everyone. Speaking of, in preparation for going down, we were going to, rather than having a shopping episode, just have you guys consider the sort of equipment you might have tried to pick up in preparation for going down the following day. Do you know what your characters would like to be taking with you? Just to make sure it's on your character sheet, because one of the best things about going deep underground for a very long time is resource management.
Yep.
Ain't no shops down there.
Unless we create an NPC that just happens to be there, not King. Yes, exactly.
Yo, donate $5 to stop Cheez-Its to be in the deep road somewhere. Do it.
This is an incentive to donate some money. Yeah.
Do it. Or the Nut King.
Or both.
I'm not sure what the Nut King could do to assist you in this situation.
Give us his inspiration again.
Wiggle his nose at us and just be absolutely adorable.
We did have a donation paid, although it went to my account raising for Extra Life, but I think we're allowing it because this was the intended purpose. The target this season was to try and meet the Iron Bull, and I had asked for a £30 donation, which we did receive, so... Who knows when that'll happen? Probably not in the deep roads, my dudes.
But if you want to see why, go watch that first episode of the season because Emma was amazing and got us a surprise, which made me almost cry.
We may or may not have had a cameo from the Iron Bull himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. He said my name. It was
He
very
said your
exciting.
name. He
Yeah.
said the game's name. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
So, what sort of equipment, resource management time, just a list of sorts of things that you were taking with you. I know that Alex was actually cashing up and it was figuring out and taking money off, but what are you bringing with you?
All right, I got rope, torch, my 20 billion potions, bedroll, blanket to stay, cozy. Yeah, whatever I'm traveling with on my bag, my backpack, and Sinead.
Did you buy her for 2 silver pieces, which is the same cost as the hoe?
I did not purchase her. She is not to be sold or bartered.
My
But I
brother
would
is.
How much for your brother again? Asking for a
Too
friend.
much.
Too much. You cannot afford this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's not a
Yes.
5 silver hoe. Like,
Not if I have a silver hoe.
mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is that
he's in the
they're-
gold.
He's a solid gold hoe, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's a solid gold hoe.
Thinking
Hoe with a
about it.
heart of gold.
Yeah.
You'd have a very fun night. That's all I'll
Mhm.
say.
Yeah.
But you have your equipment. That is great. Anybody else got anything in particular that they are?
I do. I bought a small pot of glue. I feel like that would be useful for something. And because of that purchase, I also bought 1 pound of flour. Don't ask me why. I bought a saw and a rope, a healer's kit, gloves and masks, because if we do fight Darkspawn, I know if we ingest any of their blood, we become infected. So I would suggest for other people to do the same, to buy gloves and masks. There's a cloth mask for 8 copper. Do that. And that's it. I feel like I can really find a good use for this glue and flour, but
I am looking forward to you finding a use for that.
I'll go last if anyone has something that they want to do. Sorry.
I mean, there's a big river of lava. I'm kind of curious.
In the lava? You just want to...
I've never seen lava before.
it's hot. You'll die.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I want to go in it. I just want to go and look at it, see if I can see something safely.
You can be doing that once
You can see lava.
If you get too close, you could just burn up even without touching it. Just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay here. I'm good.
The residual heat.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Faywin, do you have anything in particular that you are purchasing?
Can't hear you.
Sorry.
Mhm.
I am purchasing a calligraphy set.
Hey. And last but not least, Robin, is there anything in particular that you are equipping yourself with?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I have 2 runes. A
Mhm.
rune of protection and a rune of anthropophy. I don't even know what that word means. I'll let them spell it.
Oh, yeah.
Entropy?
Mm-hmm.
Entropy. Mhm.
Entropy.
Yes.
I would like to put these on my stuff.
On your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They can... in a day... Sure, they can try. Are you buying anything else? Is anyone else getting rations, by the way? Y'all are gonna be down there a
yeah.
while.
Should probably get rations,
Probably get rations.
I reckon.
Probably.
How much does 1 pound of food go for? Like, does that last us like a day?
Let's see. I had that opened up not too long ago. Let's see. Well, dang it.
Right.
I
Which
had
two
it.
did you have? Entropy and
Protection.
Protection. So the rune of protection, novice, you get +1 bonus to your armor ratings. You could put it onto a piece of your armor.
Mm-hmm.
And where's
Satan for your food is 4 silver pieces for 1 pound of dried food. 3 for fresh.
Warden Cooler Devastation Element?
Right.
There isn't an entropy one. Weird. We'll just call it one of the weapons. Um. Okay. Yeah, let's give it. um. So the second one is going to be applied to a weapon of your choice. So,
Mhm.
if you take a note of which weapon it is that you're applying it to, it gives you a +1 bonus when generating stunt points.
Mm.
So when you generate a stun point, you get an extra one. However, the bonus stun points can only be spent if you are spending them on Mighty Blow or Lethal Blow,
Gotcha.
not on other things.
Mhm. Okay.
It says it turns your weapon into a dealer of death.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, wait, there's
Mm.
rations.
So you can have that applied to one of your weapons.
Okay. Yeah.
They can, sure. I'll call it a gold piece to have this as a rush job if you have.
Oh yeah, I have a gold piece.
Cool.
Mhm.
Which obviously in the Dragon Age world, gold is much more valuable than it is in the likes of D&D.
Mhm.
It's like your
And real
hundreds
quick,
of dollars.
while you have the book out, can you
Yeah.
please tell me what my Drake skin armor does? Because I can't find it in the book, and anytime I Google it, it brings me to the video game thing.
Yeah. Let me. I believe it is fire resistance, but
Mhm.
I will. Yes, I will give you a +1 to your armor. This armor, if you're
Mhm.
wearing this, which means you would have to apply the rune to this armor.
Mhm.
And it's a heavy leather, so
Mhm.
it's heavy leather +1.
Mhm.
And if you are taking fire damage, you only take half of that damage.
Okay. I'm gonna apply it to my Drake skin then, and just take my normal heavy leather and just sell that.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yes, you can absolutely do that. Let's see. I'll just get you a cost for that. So, heavy leather is normally 30 silver, so you get 15 silver back.
Okay.
Job done.
Mhm.
Anything else? I think we're good now. That's everyone with their equipment.
And of course, I need rations. That would be the only thing.
Yes. So
There is rations. Just I thought it was just dried food, but there's rations for 1 week's travel from 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
Alright. Wonderful stuff. So we get ourselves equipped. You are able to have a fairly pleasant and restful night. Knowing that the following day you're going to be setting off. You're going to have to inquire. You will meet up with someone. They are sent to you in the morning. It is not Jacoby himself. It appears to be someone of his staff. You recognize the clothing that they are wearing, essentially uniform, and you are past what is effectively a map. It's a little on the rough side, because this is clearly just a copy that someone has taken out of records. As you know, Robin, the dwarves are all about their fucking record keeping. So if there's anything in their history, like since year dot, that is worth recording, it's been recorded. So it's a copy of a map that leads you to the Tig. Let me just check that. Gundar Tig. 2 A's there. I will put it in the Zoom chat for you guys. There's some history to the Gundar Tig, but it is one that has been unreachable. It's one of the abandoned ones. And it seems, as you were told from Jacoby yesterday, that it's become reachable, they believe, because of the ruptures and earthquakes that were caused thanks to the explosions. It has caused damage elsewhere, unfortunately, including where the castless live. But it's opened up a route for you, it seems. So, what time of the day are you guys going to be setting off, would you say?
After
Would you
breakfast.
like to have a moment to say goodbye to your father?
Plus having like the biggest breakfast that we possibly can have without
Uh-huh.
slowing us down. Because, food.
Yeah, your father has cooked up a breakfast that's like that. When you need a high energy breakfast, he tends to do this a lot for your papa before he goes off on the road. There's a lot of mushrooms involved, so you've got plenty of protein. It's like a breakfast hash almost.
Hell yeah. Potatoes, mushrooms,
yep.
nug.
Some nug in there, yeah. Pulled nug.
Delish.
Pulled nug.
Some fiber too, because last thing you want to be in the deep roads is constipated.
Yes, or the opposite. You don't want the opposite either in the deep roads.
I feel like we're going to see something that's going to counteract the constipation.
Possible.
Okay.
No, nothing but happy fun times. We've been over this.
Okay.
You're just gonna be so excited you're gonna shit your pants.
Thanks
You're
for that.
welcome.
Are you all ready to be so excited you'll shit yourselves?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Ready to poop yourself?
Bella will look around the table and ask if everybody has like a mask that cover like their face or their mouth and nose.
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Okay.
You just don't want dark spawn blood in you.
I'm gonna buy 2 masks.
Double up on those masks.
Yes.
Yeah, gotta protect yourself.
Double bagging yourself, yeah.
Wish my helmet came with a visor.
You can buy a plaster mask.
But it's not even only that. It's just that like we're underground. You don't know it's not fresh air to begin with. And if you have allergies, it's just dusty. You just
I'm gonna be so upset. She's gonna have so many allergies, mostly because I know I'm gonna be sneezing throughout the game at some point. So I'm just gonna say Bella has allergies.
Makes sense.
Yep.
So I didn't know about masks, but yeah, I'll definitely get myself a mask.
You'll get yourself protected against stuff. Yes, you can absolutely do that. So you guys head to the area. It's around the opposite side of this crescent shape of the merchant quarter, where you have been and where Robin lives. And it's a little path that leads down to the side, and then there's a door, heavy ass door. You can see multiple guards there. They seem to be wearing the more official Orzammar armor. They're not you guys had heard of the Legion of the Dead yesterday. That is not the Legion of the Dead don't stay up here. They're much deeper down. These are just regular guards. And they look at you. They never question. Well, you get border patrols that will, ask where you're going, what your business is, etc. Anyone willing to go down there, they're not going to stop you.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
Nice to meet you. I'll probably never see you again.
Yeah. You see one appears to be taking note of your general party makeup. The reason for that, you're not sure. You can make assumptions, you could ask, it is your choice, but they do seem to be like just doing a bit of a head count and taking a bit of a note.
I'm gonna go to the one that's currently taking note. You cataloging who's going and who's coming back?
Yes.
What's the return rate?
Well, it would depend on where you are going. In terms of who makes it back, generously 50%.
Okay. If I make it back, lunch is on me. I'm gonna go back to my party.
Lunch is on. Shrug. Takes a note.
Writes down, definitely not coming back.
Way too happy about this. Not coming back. And again, Robin, this is your city. You're well aware of how they do it. It's mostly for shape records. That they know who all is going, especially if they are known dwarves. So you will be named there. The others, they don't know their names. They don't need to know their names.
Yeah, they're. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. You are aware of the sound of other people from behind you while you guys are waiting for these big heavy doors to be opened up and moved for you. There's a group of 4 also that appear to be coming behind your group of what is actually there's 4, 2 elf daddies, 9, group of 9 collectively, including the dog.
Oh, is it include Andrew?
And Finch too. You counting Finch?
I count and Finch, yeah.
Okay.
So we've got our 4. We've got our 2 elf daddies. We have our Sinead's elf mama. We have Finch. We have our doggy.
All right.
So we good. You guys have a solid crew. You can see behind you. It looks like there are 2 female dwarves, a Kunari, and an elf.
Yo.
Oh.
Yo.
Right?
I did. You just utter the Q word and would you like to?
We all get really excited.
Like,
We're like,
yeah.
Daddy, mommy, daddy, mommy, daddy,
Mommy, sorry.
no.
Mommy,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Mommy, sorry.
Well,
This is the best meme possible.
I'll put her picture up last. So,
oh, mommy. Ooh.
So the elf that you see, definitely the city elf does not have Valisline. Has dark, longer hair, sort of like tied up into some braids. Bit of face paint on, it looks like. And my best way to describe these characters that I tend to make is Disaster Twink. He appears to be has that kind of vibe.
Say less.
Yeah. Has like a backpack. Appears to be carrying the least out of the 4. Which when I describe the other 3 will make sense. But you do notice there's like a couple packs around him, a few like messenger bag style. And whether for good or for ill, depending on how your character feels about it, has a lute on his back.
Ooh.
A lute.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So, some people are like, oh great, we're gonna have a musical, but others enjoy the music. So, you also have what looks like she looks not like middle-aged. She's not young though. She's probably 30s. Blonde female dwarf. She has lighter armor on, but like light for a dwarf. So it's not made of metal, but she still looks like she's ready to go. Robin, you would be aware that without the usual markings, it would imply she may be a surface dwarf. You're not sure because obviously yourself, you don't necessarily carry the tattoos of your caste.
Yeah.
But she is striding up with another dwarf who also she's packing heavy armor, full clanky clank armor, and an axe, both of gold. She has darker skin. She appears to have like braids with like cool gold like attachments to it. She looks pretty dope. The general markings on the armor implies to you, Robin, because I'm not sure the others would know to recognize this, that she looks warrior caste. So the 2 of them are kind of walking up together, and then sorry, walking up behind her.
Mommy.
Okay, mommy. Sorry.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
She's and like tall for like a Canary woman, but she's built in a more slender way. She doesn't have like big broad shoulders. She still looks like she could break you in half though. Has heavy leathers on. Doesn't appear to have anything that those of you who would know how to recognize proper Canary. Maybe Bella. It's up to yourselves if you would know what to recognize.
I feel like Bella would have.
And
like-
he was close enough to like where all that conflict's happening that you would know how to tell the difference. So gives the impression of possibly maybe being Talbashoff. You're not sure. But she's certainly not wearing any of the
Bella's just like
Canary armor.
Does she have her fiance next to her? Yes. Is she still
yes.
looking? Yes.
Well,
Is he looking? Probably.
maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone, the collective whole, the collective whole. It's a bad name.
Good question.
Yes.
This isn't like a competition sort of thing. It's like they're hired by another family to get other documents as well.
You're not sure. What Jacoby suggested was that there are other noble houses who are sending people down to deal with business for their household. It could be paperwork, it could be items, it could be you're not really sure what other business there. He just said that the other noble houses do have teams going down to explore. So they're likely going in the same direction. It's just not going to be the same business that you are. You think, you hope. He's certainly not hired them. But yes, so she's there, tall, curved back horns, white hair that many of the Canary do. The four of them kind of like come up and like are waiting patiently behind you guys, like there's a queue to wait for this door to open up. I'm not sure who of you would have turned around first, but I imagine there was just this sort of like collective, as all of you did when I said the word Canary, of like, what?
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I had to check it's not my other ex, but like, there's that.
Does not appear to be. Yeah, does not appear to be the same one night stand.
That's good to know. Because that would just be extra awkward if it was just like everyone that I've ever fucked
triple
was
whammy.
in
Yeah,
this was just here. Yeah. All four of them, like, oh.
Interesting. We'll make for idle conversation.
Is this Canary taller than Arlen, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
What have you done?
I know what I did.
Puff up my chest.
Yeah, she's not like by like a massive amount because you are tall, but she's
she
tall,
has
and
horns.
The horns also add to it, but even the head is just a bit over you.
Half a head, maybe.
Half a head, yeah.
I'm gonna give the nod.
Tall people nod.
Tall people nod.
Yeah. There's like a collective nod, and you're not sure what she is trying to translate to you in her look at you and a nod, but it seems to be a camaraderie of the fact that two tall people are about to go down into tunnels.
It's the. That's it.
I'm gonna turn to like the other blonde dwarf there. So what house are you going down for?
Okay, we're diving right in, are we?
Well, I mean, we might be dead, so we just assume talk now.
You're not wrong. Iron Hammer.
Oh, okay. We're going for Shield Breaker.
Nice.
Where
are you going down for?
Just paperwork.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know how nobles are.
Yeah.
That paperwork is really important. I mean, paperwork is
lives, you know?
Listen, paperwork is also important for, you know, the merchant class. Like, you know, we have spreadsheets, but
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
okay.
Surface dwarf.
Oh, well, I spent a lot of time on the surface, so.
Neat.
Yeah.
Do you you call yourself a surface dwarf now?
I just call myself a dwarf.
Oh.
I'm on there a lot because I'm out there with um here, and I just like hand her a sample of lotion. It's for your skin. It'll keep it from getting dry.
Thank you.
Yeah, again, you might die, so you just assume have some little luxury in your life.
You might as well die with soft skin, you know?
It's true. You might as well die pretty.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna go leave a good-looking corpse, is that?
Mm-hmm.
Though I feel like if we're going to, there's a possibility to fight Darkspawn, I don't think any of us will end up looking pretty if we
Mm.
die.
You never know. Like, they could be the prettiest darkspawn.
Oh, like a Darkspawn beauty pageant.
Yeah, like just a darkspawn with better skin, like hydrated skin.
Sure.
Maybe that's what they've been missing all the time.
Maybe
The way
we
to
should.
get
You
rid
know
of
what? Maybe I
skincare
should.
routine.
the taint
It's a skincare.
is
Yeah.
Who's bringing skincare to the dark
To the
ones?
Darkspawn.
Listen. If anything, I'm bringing a whole mess of elf fruit down. So, though I am,
you
I
see
am, mhm.
you see the elf sort of like perk up a little bit at that information. Doesn't say anything, but it's like,
Huh?
and the other dwarf in the plate mill just kind of gives him a look like, don't just don't.
It's just concentrate.
They already
sir.
have enough people
Yeah.
in that team.
You're not sure the history as to why she's giving him that look, but he's definitely getting a look from her.
Okay, well, just waiting at the queue for this door now. Go into the dark roads.
As you say that, the eventually it does kind of open up, and you see very well crafted hallways that sort of lead forth. It looks like an exceptionally long passageway before it descends a little bit, and your venture into the deep roads begins. Now, the way we are conducting the first 2 days is somewhat time-skippy in nature, as it is rather well-traveled, well-patrolled for the first stretch, usually. This is understandable. People in Orzamer have to keep this pretty well-patrolled for the safety of the people who live in the city, while Darkspawn, obviously, Orzammar is one of the first lines of defense. It's rare that they will get all the way into the city itself. It is normally sort of a periphery area of the tunnels that they will get to. If things have gotten so bad that they have managed to get to the city of Orzammar itself, that's when you know it's really fucking bad. Which would only really have happened during blights where they were close enough to the surface in this area of Ferelden. So your first day is going to go by fairly uneventful, aside from the fact that you have these long stretches of tunnels. There's a few halls, it looks like, that aren't necessarily being used for anything anymore, given that there's less travel between here and other places. The rest of them have all since gone, aside from 2 others. So, to that end, you will be having stopping points where you are probably going to have to snack a little. Even if you eat on the move. You're going to get to see Arlen rather up close, some lava. If you want to investigate that in some way, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, I'm
The
gonna get
heat
close
might-
until it gets just unbearable. I get a
yeah.
sun.
Yeah, it's like when you
Instantly
stand too
dehydrated.
close to like a really big furnace. Yeah, it's really bad. Where you're a little concerned for your nose hairs as you get close, just breathing in. It's so fucking hot.
The air is just spicy.
Spicy
air. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It is up to yourselves. So I'm asking the group: would you be traveling with these others, or separating off slightly over this first day or so?
I think.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think that safety in numbers is important. So until we have to split off, as long as they're not like being weird about it, it's just like, yeah, like I think it's just like an unspoken. It's like, hey, we will go together to this point, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm here for that, and then once we have to go our separate ways, and we'll go our separate ways for it. Mm-hmm.
What I wanted to do on my side is while we're traveling, I would like to be able to do some sort of vibe check to see how they're
Vibe check.
yeah
Vibe check.
how they're doing. Are they did he seem more or less anxious because we're there, or
Can I
trying
get
to
perception empathy from your friend?
Bella's doing a vibe check too. Just keeping her eyes on certain members.
Sure. What is the nature of your vibe check then? So roll
she's
for
just
insight.
checking them out.
Okay, that's fair.
She's
14...
like whispering to her fiance, like, "Ooh, this person," you know.
He gets the spray bottle out.
No.
Damn.
It's like Darren and I's conversation is like, so we should invite her in as a third.
Yeah. Dara, upon seeing her, was definitely like, "Oh, step on me, mommy."
Step on me,
Mommy, sorry. Mommy,
It's definitely like the way that the internet collectively had that mood for the tall lady of Resident Evil.
Real quick, mentioning Dara,
Yeah.
we left the cat with my dad.
Yes, that's fair.
I'm
not sure the cat.
Can survive
we're not
this.
Anders.
Once the cat was like, "Oh wow, a house! This is awesome!"
Yeah, comfortable places to sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, Magpie can absolutely stay behind with your dad.
Awesome.
She will be wonderfully fed. That's fair. Yeah, we can't all have the delights of what Anders had in Awakening, where you just like toss out a cat and it heals the party magically. You know, as one does. I'm not willing to have that in this game. Yeah. So vibe check for Arlen.
I got a 14.
Yeah. So they seem pretty tight. The impression you would get is that they've clearly traveled together for some time. The
Mhm.
dwarves seem especially close. They don't seem afraid necessarily. And they're happy enough to be traveling with you guys to have that company. It makes sense to have that strength in numbers while you're down here, for sure. So
Okay.
probably not too dissimilar to how you guys feel, really. That it's practical.
Yeah, basically I was just checking, are they just like a mishmash group of people that were just hired to follow us, or are they like
No.
people that know each other?
They seem to know each other. Yeah.
Good.
At one point, stopping for lunch, it looks like the elf is gonna like play a little bit of music for people to chill out. It seems like that's maybe a habit that he does, and then he gets the look again from the plated dwarf and is like, puts it away. But other than that, the those looks, they seem pretty chill.
Okay, perfect. That's a good vibe. In that case, I am happy to be with them. I'm not going to voice any concern because I don't have any.
No. They know each other well enough that merely a facial expression is enough to communicate how they're feeling to each other. So clearly they know each other a while. So,
I say we keep with them for a little bit.
Yeah. We can take you to your first evening, and I'm gonna put a little placeholder picture thing there for you guys of the camps in the Underdark of a bedroll just on hard stone floors. It's eerie to be underground. Can the three who are not a dwarf In fact, can those of you who are in charge of other characters during fights, can you also roll for them?
Mhm.
So I know that Gambit, you had Shadow, I believe, and Satan, you had Dara, I think. Rogue with Rogue, correct?
I think so.
And I had
Yeah.
Finch.
You had Finch. Who did? Oh no, wait, no. It was no, it's Freddy who has Dara, because Freddy
I
had
have
That's right.
Dara
Sinead.
before. You've got because you've got Andro.
Yeah.
I'm happy to. Well, anyone else can roll for Sinead. I don't mind. Roll me courage rolls, everyone. It's in the willpower section. So if you have a focus in willpower, you can roll with focus. Otherwise, just roll a willpower roll.
So I roll one for Andrew.
Yeah,
That's
Oh no.
this is weird for her as well. But Robin, you don't have to roll. I would argue that Finch doesn't have to roll either.
Oh, okay.
Because
I don't have to roll.
You don't have to roll.
Okay.
This is being this deep underground.
Gotcha.
And the nature of the deep roads is an unsettling thing for most people. For a dwarf who is from Orzammar, that's not the case. And for a construct who was built in the Underdark and also is just made up, so like there's no reason why Finch would
Mm-hmm.
wig out with this, basically.
Oh, my poor baby Dara.
Oh,
He's not having a good time.
Andrew's not having a good time.
Wow. Okay. So, Bella, you're fine. You're feeling. Well, it's up to you. You've definitely passed your courage roll. What is Bella feeling? Is it confidence? Is it distracted? Is it a strength of purpose? What has allowed her to pass this courage roll?
It's more of a strength of purpose. She is still uncomfortable this deep underground, but much like any other job, she knows she has to go do it. So it's more of like this is any other job. Yes, I do not like where it is, but it'll be over soon, I'm sure. I think she's also focused on, since Andrew rolled a 6, because doggy, she's focused on trying to make sure Andrew is okay and just giving her all the love.
Andrew is so unhappy. She is sad dog whining. She is sad dog whining a lot. If she had a tail, it would be curled in like her ears or back. Like she is sad dog whimpering, throughout most of the day. Faywin, you also managed to pass. What is Faywin feeling that has allowed him to feel courageous?
Phelan's been through worse than this. So he's all right.
Yes, I'm already traumatized enough. This is a cakewalk.
You call this trauma? Okay.
I like that answer. Mm-hmm. Okay, that tracks. That tracks. Sharo just manages to pass. He's definitely not comfortable. More so than most surface dwellers, the Dalish struggle the most, I would say, at being deep underground, surrounded by stone walls and metal, and it's all very overwhelming. But he's fine.
I feel like Bella's telling him like the same thing Faywin's telling himself. Like, you've been through worse, you got this.
Yeah. Yep. And he has a protective nature to him. He's a protector, so he's focused on other people enough that it's distracting him. So he manages to succeed. Sinead is fine as well. Again, be through worse.
Lost her hand.
And city elf life in Kirkwall, she's good. She's good. She knows what she's doing. Arlen, built of fucking courage. What's Arlen feeling right now?
I am with my friends and my loved ones. Nothing bad can happen.
Yeah, super fucking happy. So happy. Dara is freaking the fuck out. He is, and it's like visibly so. If any time that you guys pause, like to have lunch or just rest your feet a little bit, because walking solidly for the whole day is fucking exhausting. I don't know how many of you have walked for an entire day. It's not fun. So he, you know, when you look at someone and you can tell they're having a low-level panic attack.
Yeah.
It's not the big, very obvious panic attacks, but low
It's
level,
the
twitchy,
like that
flushed
constant
cheeks,
hum.
flushed cheeks,
panic.
nervous energy. The boy doesn't wear shoes, so like, you know, the general. He's just. This is not a vibe.
Not a vibe.
And he is really struggling. So I will, if such a time as it becomes appropriate, he is going to be taking penalties to things while he is down here.
Mm.
Anything we can do to basically help him? To
Well,
give him like courage?
that's up to you. I mean, I would allow like real life knowledge you guys might have of if a friend is struggling with low level anxiety, what would you do?
Ah man, I would give them hugs.
You can give him a hug if you want.
I will give him a big big bear hug.
Okay. He seems to enjoy having his face in your bosom, at least. So you've got those pillowy man boobs.
Bella would help because I feel like she has experiences with this with her brother because she is big sister / mom to him. He would, and he's baby. Her brother is soft.
Marius, when he was younger,
Yeah.
really struggled with anxiety when he was little.
So I think she has techniques, the distraction, the counting, the breathing techniques. She would help him through it. Kind of just keep him talking, distracted from the anxiety, and yeah, just help him through it.
Would you like Finch to hold you?
No.
Okay. We can make a giant swaddle for you with the blankets, and you can just be swaddled, and Finch can carry you like you do the cat.
He does laugh at that, which is good because laughing is good for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bella, if you roll a communication persuasion roll for me.
Okay. Let me see.
For the initial.
14.
Okay. Yeah, it's fairly effective. And with the laugh with Robin, he eases up a little. Still not happy. This is a lot, and he did express way back when having the discussions with Robin about coming to visit family, and he sounded trepidatious about being underground. So it seems that he is just having what he suspected may become a phobia seems to be coming to a reality. But he's fine. And maybe just hold your hand, Robin, if you allow it.
Yeah, of course you can hold my hand. I feel like a child, but
well, he's an elf. He's
true.
And I believe in Dragon Age, typically was it just no? This is Skyrim lore. Never mind. Skyrim, they're wood elves. The males are shorter than the females, but yeah. He's not a tall person either. So, but yes, you can calm your.
Skyrim elves are like hyenas. I'm sorry. Now you're all thinking about the same thing I'm thinking of. Anything about hyenas?
Yes. Why must you do this to us?
Sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry whatsoever. This is my space, and I can do whatever the fuck.
Hell yeah, you can.
So we're all thinking about hyenas right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As elves. Elves
are
Mm-hmm. Female elves.
Elvesina?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry for that derailment.
No, you do not need to apologize. All right. So we've calmed our stoner down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Okay. When it gets to the evening, you guys are able to pack up, get a little bedrolls going. It's up to you if you want to try and do something for heat. It's not cold here, And the only reason you were thinking it is about time to take some rest is because you're fucking exhausted. Because you cannot tell the passage of time down here.
Would
Uh,
I be able to tell some level of
you-
passage of time?
Yes, I feel
Yeah.
like there is just an instinctual knowledge that dwarves would have about time that is passing because of the nature of where you live.
Mhm.
So you probably have a better idea than anyone else. It seems that the other dwarf, the one in the plate mail, has similar instincts. So you can hear her talking to the others. She has an accent that is not like yours. It seems that she is not from Orzammar.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's different. You roll a cunning roll for me. It's technically
Yeah.
cultural lore, but even if you don't have cultural lore, I would still allow you to add your +2 because it's dwarf shit.
Yeah, I have cultural
Give
lore,
yourself
so
a focus for dwarf shit.
a whole 8.
Oh, yeah, you're not sure. You know, it's accents are.
I mean,
Are
there
funny. You're maybe not. Yeah.
maybe she grew up somewhere and she became, or maybe she's
Yeah.
from. I don't know. There
She's
are,
maybe been traveling.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you just pick up the accent that you've been hanging around with for a while. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You know enough to know it's not Orzammar. Other than that, meh.
Yeah.
Okay. But they do kind of they'll settle in also. There's that natural thing that happens where like they set up their camp and it's ever so slightly away from yours, not massively, but a natural instinct that you guys maybe have as well. Unless some of you are very determined to set up camp next to someone. That's your call.
I have to like take care of my sweet baby elf daddy tonight.
You do.
So he's having issues.
He is. You can make him the little spoon.
It's true.
Aww.
I can be the rocket ship. It's awesome.
Okay.
The jetpack.
The jetpack, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but other than that, like as we're kind of like sitting down, maybe making a little mushroom stew recipe from anything that my dad might have given us, like the leftovers that we're reheating, from the morning. So how's everyone dealing? I know that the deep roads are, deep and roady.
Somehow it reminds me a bit of the mountainous roads back home, where there's no one for miles, just rock, trees, the occasional goats just staring at you down from their very high perch.
I'm just gonna say if we see a goat in here, you should probably run.
Oh, noted.
Like,
But
yeah.
the last time, the first time we camped all together, I recall we were attacked by a bunch of spiders. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to look up.
I remember that.
Perception seeing for me, sir.
15.
There are no spiders up there.
Okay. Any goats?
No. Surprisingly.
There's no on the ceiling.
There's no goat spider climbing on the ceiling.
I
Though
feel
I
like
would
you're
like
just
to...
you're just giving Faywin ideas for your next dream, Marlon. I think that's what's happening here.
I'm gonna shut up like right now.
Mhm.
No goats, no spiders. Seems clear, but it's a particularly high ceiling, and which is unusual to you. It's up to you what Arlen makes of this. That people so short build passages and rooms so high.
See, I didn't even think about it myself.
And then you see Finch, which we've also built. And like,
yeah.
yes, they need
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
aspirations.
I think on their downtime, Bella will make some like small talk with the other group and ask them, oh, how long have you all been traveling together? Is this your first time?
Sure. Are you just asking collectively, or is there one person?
Yeah, it's just collectively.
Direct this to. Okay. Who's gonna speak up? I cannot speak as all four at the same time.
But not with that attitude.
No, but that attitude. Hold on.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yeah. um. Yeah, I would say as you start to speak to them, the person who naturally edges you is the blonde dwarf. She gives not necessarily leader, but leader vibes. You know when you've got one person who's clearly like the face of the group. It seems that is she. Um, the other two, well, the three, are getting themselves kind of settled in and are listening into the conversation, ready to answer questions or chime in. It seems that the elf has taken out a notebook, maybe, and is scribbling, is maybe writing something, or you're not entirely sure, but is scribbling and just kind of looking at you guys. But she kind of gives you a nod of the head. Well, Zuri and I. My name's Vonda, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you, Isabella.
Nice. So myself and Zuri, we've been traveling for, like nearly 10 years now, I think. And she kind of looks to the other dwarf who nods, gives you strong silent type energy, nods in answer. Yeah, around about 10 years, I think. Just been traveling around since then. We met Cassie after that. She's the one with the horns, and she gives a I'm the horned one. Wave.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yep. So about 5 years ago, Cassie was traveling with other people. We've kind of had people come and go.
That's fair.
Erois we picked up. It was like 2 years ago. Erois was it? Erois was like, yeah. 2 years. 2 years, I think, when you met me. Yeah.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna turn to the Canary and be like, "Are you with the Coon or are you Talbashroth?"
There's like an immediate frown at the word Coon when you ask. No, I am Talbashroth.
Cool.
Am I here?
Yeah, it's just we're just
Am I here
sitting
for this
down.
conversation? Oh, we're all here. Okay.
We're all here. We're all sat. It's like campfire style.
Yeah.
Offering some
Without the
mushroom
campfire.
stew.
Yeah.
You're a Kunari.
Yes. The horns.
I thought you.
The horns usually. Yeah, but at the same time, like the horns usually.
I sort of thought that was just a fancy hat.
Oh no, these are
Favorite?
attached to my head.
He's a sheltered boy. He speaks.
Well, I
out
was
of-
just. I feel very embarrassed. Just continue on. I'm sorry I said anything.
No, I'm happy to answer questions if you have any.
I was I have only heard, stories about the Kunarian, and I they made them sound very monstrous. So I didn't even think.
I mean, I can be very monstrous. I can't wear fancy hats though. The horns get in the way.
There's not a way to shape the hat for something perhaps longer.
I mean, I could, but
it would have to get like a special made hat.
I'm not gonna wear hats.
Yeah. I think you look better without a hat, Yeah. You have very lovely hair. Would it be a shame to hide it?
Sometimes you have to protect your hair with hats, though.
Oh, Robin, have you spoken with them about hair products?
No. Have not yet.
The elf perks up at the prospect of hair products and then gets a look from Suri and is like,
I'm just going to do the hair thing.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
Have we noticed this interaction between this dwarf and this twink?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at the elf and be like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. Yes.
Are you sure? Like,
Are you not allowed to do a lot of things?
I mean, we say
like,
not
are you
allowed.
are
I'm not-
you safe? Should we be concerned?
I'm very safe. Have you seen who I travel with? I'm safe as houses.
But are you safe from who you travel with?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm.
Are you a particular troublemaker?
Glances over at the
Oh,
dwarves.
I figured it out. She looks to the dwarf that keeps giving him the look eye. See why?
Yeah. She just gives a mild nod of the head. I mean, it depends on what you define as trouble.
What
By
do
that
you
answer, I'm
define
going
as
to assume
trouble?
yes.
Yeah, what do you what kind of trouble are we talking about? Robin asked because she has no idea what's going on.
I don't know what any of you are talking about.
Okay.
It's fine.
That way you get the mom look from her every time you perk up.
Is that your mom?
No, oh god.
No. You see,
valid question though. Valid question.
the dwarf snorts a laugh, and it's probably the most expressive you've seen her. And she is ending herself, like cry. You know when you laugh so much, there's tears in your eyes. Like she is laughing a lot, which makes the elf kind of blush a little bit. He's like, no, not my mother. No,
Okay.
that would be unfortunate. I just
Ooh.
I like to make friends and get distracted by things that perhaps is not conducive to positive working environment.
Hold on a second. Are you saying that my skin and hair care products do not contribute to a positive work environment? Because I will prove you wrong.
That's not. No. If I am being honest, I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I did make us late for a boat that was taking us to Antiva because I was having my hair done and I lost track of time.
Well, you know what? We have nothing but time here, and Robin is amazing at doing hair. And she almost always has samples. I mean, have
I
you seen
always
my
have
hair? Have you
samples.
seen Arlen's hair and beard? Have you seen all of our hairs?
You just look at
I've
everyone's
been
hair.
told in preparation for coming to the deep roads, we are not to use products that are particularly fragrant because the darkspawn have very keen senses of smell.
Yeah, I know that. Why do you think there are no fragrances in my lotions and my hair care?
You have no.
Oh, that changes the whole tune.
Spider webs don't have a smell.
What kind of products
I
do you
left the
have?
bear musk upstairs.
That's good. That's good.
Bear musk.
The great
I
bear
have
musk.
heard of the
Yes.
musk is very good. What kind of products do you have?
just pulls out my bag and the various lotions, and it's like this I have some full size bottles because I figured we were going to be down here for some time, and this is for the crew to use, but I will offer to squirt.
Why would you say?
Why would you use that
The
word?
choice
That's like,
of words.
listen, that is like Dragon Age Origins choosing to use the word
Hey.
taint 1800 times. Like, my dude, stop saying the word taint. Carry on. What are you squirting?
Well, what are you offering to squirt?
Yes.
Who are you offering to squirt with?
I'm actually gonna offer the dwarf first, the mommy dwarf
Oh.
first, like for their approval before, and it's just a basic moisturizer, to keep your skin fresh and not cracking down here where there's literally no proper anything in the deep roads. But yes, I will squirt some in her hand first, and then if the elf, And if the elf wishes to be squirted upon afterwards and has permission to be squirted upon, then I will do so.
Yes. He seems receptive to being scorched upon.
There you go.
Yeah, they all seem quite charmed by the moisturizing.
If you make it out of here alive, you can go to my dad's shop, Kadrick's Barber, and skincare products, and he should have full sizes for you.
Okay. Yes, I will. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Bella's like looking at the elves like, you remind me of someone. I can't put my finger on it.
It's your brother.
That's true. You remind me of my brother.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I love him to death, so.
Okay, that's an extreme phrase. Good.
He's my brother.
Yes, but you know.
He's a whole gold piece horn.
He's multiple
man, the
gold
laughter's
pieces
gonna be
worth,
like-
okay? Multiple gold pieces worth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I. All right.
You just remind me of him and his antics. In a good way, I promise.
All right. I will take it as the compliment you suggest that it is.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Mushroom
go.
stew.
I'm gonna go spoon my elf. He's having a bad
Yeah.
time. So nice to
Yeah.
meet all of you. I didn't get your names, but it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Cool.
I
If
didn't
you
get
ever
your
need
names.
another squirt before we separate, let me know.
I will.
Cool.
Cool.
Now I'm gonna go spoon Dara in our sleeping bag.
I'm going to lean towards Shanae and say, I'm not sure if she meant which one. Of
I really
the
don't
word
know. I mean,
meaning.
at this day, it could mean both.
She knows what she did.
Oh yeah.
One probably shouldn't be used as moisturizer on your hands.
I'm going to go try to calm down my dog with
I imagine
Dara.
I imagine Dara and
Just
Andrew
spooning each
are
other.
just like next to each other like Shaggy and Scooby Doo.
I mean, now it's official. It has to be that.
Ian, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the vibe, like the big dog and the stoner. Yeah, it's very Shaggy and Scooby Doo.
Yeah. I think Bella and Shao have plans on like sleeping on the same bedroll, but Andrew is having none of it, and Bella's just cuddling the dog.
Yeah. Sharo is happy to give up his bedroll.
I'm gonna take a first watch.
There's
By the way.
multiple bedrolls. She kind of tells. She's like, no, you have to cuddle her on the other side, Cheryl.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
She likes being like burritoed.
know. Can I get the non-stinky side?
It's a
there
dog.
such a thing?
It stinks
It's a
on all
dog. I gave her a good bath before we came down here.
with my products. So
With you know.
we
so
we
they're
also do
non-scented,
pet
but
supplies. Mm.
They do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll put the blanket over her if you want.
No, it's okay.
Cheryl, you
Look
can
at
come cuddle with
her.
us if you don't want to smell like dog.
Bella gives him a look. Yeah, no, go ahead and cuddle with them.
No, what? It was them that said it, not me. Why are you giving
I'm
me
sorry,
the sense?
Bella.
I'll take my dog and cuddle with her over there then.
It was them. I didn't say anything.
I'm just calling.
Look at her. It's a sad puppy dog eyes from Andrew.
So many
She's scared.
Okay, yeah.
Listen, she's like your dog now too.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, he goes and cuddles in with
Yeah. Plus, he's like bigger and like broader than
He
Ball, so
is,
he gives the
yeah.
good holds.
Yeah. He can get his arms around her. It's fine. Yeah. So you guys go and have snuggles. The rest of you are still sat around with these.
Who's
the
doing
other
watch?
team.
I'm doing first watch.
All right, Finch is hanging out with you.
A big stone boy. Well,
Stone boy.
not sure if it's boy. It's stone person.
You can
Stone
call
pal.
me a
We're
boy.
we're encouraging Finch to have personhood. So yeah, stone person.
Stone person, yeah.
Yeah.
Stone pal.
Stone pal.
Yeah.
How's you know what?
People ever tell you about my best
Let me ask Finch directly while we're all settled down. Finch,
Yeah.
are you able to see past the darkness?
By the question.
I'm sorry. All I heard was the word question.
I'm curious what you mean by the question.
Oh, currently the lighting. Is it just like our fire and a few torches, or is it well lit?
No, it's well. These tunnels be lit. Yeah, there's natural lighting to a lot of the places that are dwarven crafted. So if you are in a place that has been built by the dwarves, there's a natural lighting that has existed there since this place was built. It is not until you get into the more natural caverns or areas where the darkspawn dwell that you might encounter darkness.
Okay, in that case, my question was about: can you see in past a regular torch and in the dark by itself?
No. Can you?
No, I really can't. I thought maybe whatever magic is imbued inside of you would have perhaps allowed you to do that.
No.
It's okay. No. I really hope he's not sad.
No, this is just how Fitch speaks. They have a slow cadence.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to make sure to go tuck Sinead in bed.
I'm sorry, Arlen tries to pat your head, but it's like stone, so it's
Aw.
kind of a little.
Buddy.
So, have those birds always been here? But yeah, I'm gonna go and tuck Sinead in, and then I'm gonna resume watch with the stone child.
Sure. You can do your watch. Do a perception check.
Seeing.
Yeah, well, any of your senses. I will give you information based on the sense you are using.
Am I? You know what? Yes. 16. Smelling.
Nice. Smelling is quite good in the deep roads, actually.
He's like, Arlen's just
Finally.
always like has his nose in the air.
Finally. This is my time to shine.
You are a Ferelden native, and everybody kind of experienced the blight in Ferelden. You would have some awareness that the Darkspawn have a very particular odor. You do not smell it.
Okay, so I'm a little bit more at ease.
Yeah. The only thing you smell is, the embers of what you were using to cook with, and probably some farts because y'all had a mushroom stew.
Because basically, it's a concert of foods.
yeah. I mean, it's not quite bean stew levels of concert, but
It's okay. We
But
put
yeah,
a
I
little
think-
baking soda in there to kind of help with the gas production.
yeah.
Okay, I can live with that.
When you're camping with that many people, because you guys have like 9, although 2 of them. Well, actually, I was going to say 2 of them wouldn't. Andrel absolutely would fart. She's a dog.
Listen,
Angela gets given like dried meat. She doesn't get mushroom stew.
But let's all be honest here. We have all been traveling together for a while now. We have
We're
all
so used to each other's
we
farts,
have
yeah.
definitely farted in front of each other at least
Yeah,
once
for
a day.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
If
sure.
you're traveling with people, sharing the same space at night, it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's natural,
is
everyone. It's
what
better out than in.
this is what we're talking about today.
Farts and squirts.
Farts and squirts.
If you fart and then you accidentally squirt, you might need
Might need to go to the bathroom. And you're ready to poop your pants out of the deep throat.
this is this is the natural body process episode. How's it going?
Considering
Yes,
that there's
so
no moon to follow its cycle, I don't know. I would know when my watch is over, and I think what would happen is I would sit down next to Finch and just eventually doze off onto Finch's arm.
Yeah, Finch will naturally kick someone else up. Yeah.
he'll go. He will put Arlen to bed and tuck him in, and then wake up somebody else.
Bella can go second watch.
All you hear is just Arlen snoring loudly.
And then
you notice that they also appear to be doing a watch, so let's go in order of what I've created them. There is so the elf is up while you were doing your watch.
My watch or Arlen's? Okay.
Your watch.
Okay.
It would have been Mama Dwarf.
Yeah.
It was not originally down in my notes as the energy she was giving off, and yet that is what she has become.
Yeah.
So she was doing the first watch and seems to have rather unceremoniously woken up
Yeah.
Eros to
Yeah.
do the second watch.
Seeing?
You see drinking big water.
Yeah.
Seeing. Perception seeing.
15.
You again. It's in terms of visuals, nothing changes.
Okay.
Nothing at all. And there's no night sky. There's no like natural movement of animals. There's no people. It is just
still.
nothingness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets bored and she just turns to what's his name? Eros? Eros. And just says, what's your story? Where are you from?
Born originally Starkhaven, spent some time in Kirkwall, Amaranthine for a little bit, and then just started adventuring. I didn't really like living in the cities all
That's
that much,
fair.
so not like a long-term plan.
That's fair.
So I started learning some skills from people I traveled with originally, and now I put them to good use.
Are you a bard?
Yes.
I've met a few bards in my time. Are you any good at what you do?
Yes. That side of things I'm getting better at.
That's good.
The other side of being a
my out of character question: does Bella mean the music or the spying?
The spying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She never means the music.
No. The music I'm good at though, and I paint as well. But I
do?
Yeah. I try not to do that when we're out on the road though. I get the look.
Oh. Is that what you were doing? You were drawing?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Sure.
Does he draw porn?
Passes over.
You're not awake. Shut up.
Sorry. That's just like that's Adrian. That's not.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Passes over. It doesn't seem that there is a lot of painting going on. A few pages look like they've had watercolor applied to them. A lot of this just appears to be sketching. But there is all sorts in there. There is landscape. You recognize the location of Kirkwall from one of the drawings. It looks like it's done from a little bit of a distance. You recognize the shape of the skyline. There's drawings of people. There's quite a lot of people. Some more detailed than others. It's maybe just that he had more time to put into those. A few of his current party as well. There's a few pieces in there that are a little bit spicy. We wouldn't fully class it as porn, mind you, but
it's tasteful nudes.
He's clearly got a talent for nudes. Yeah, he's got a talent for that. So there's just a lot of that.
Does she see like her party in there?
Not yet. It seems the most recent sketch he was doing was on the backdrop of where you guys were standing. There is sort of like metalwork that creates a pattern, a very distinct dwarven pattern, as if it was symbolizing something. So he was sketching that out most recently. But he hasn't been around you guys long enough yet for you guys to be entered in here.
You're very talented.
Yeah. I used to make my money doing this. I suppose back in the day.
You know, there's a lot of money in drawing certain nude scenes.
Yes, I'm aware.
No, this is really good. She'll pass the notebook back.
Thanks.
I just wish I had the time to pick up a more creative hobby.
What kind of creative hobby would you want?
Oh, I don't know. I spent a lot of time out and about traveling, so maybe drawing. I don't know if I have the ear for music.
You know, some people still practice music without actually having an ear to it. I've encountered some really terrible bards in my time.
Well, you know, there's something to say about their confidence. But I don't want to be a terrible music player.
No. There was one person in Orlais who was quite taken with playing what I believe is called a hurdy-gurdy. And, you know, it has its charm, but not like...
That one like didn't have
music. Yeah. No.
Oh. So how long have you been a non-musical bard?
Just over 3 years.
Nice. What made you go that direction?
Well, I was asked to help out with a job. I've had the ability to defend myself for a while. Most of us kind of have to develop something when you live in the cities.
She says she pats like the knives at her side. She's like, "Trust me, I know."
Yeah. So I was helping someone out, and it got a little violent. And I you know, I proved myself. Caught the eye of someone, and they were like, "You know, you have quite the talent." I had been performing with them earlier. So they offered to tutor me. That's what we call it. Yes, they tutored me. So I got picked up from them.
Well, you seem to be a very talented individual then.
Yes, well, when you only hear about someone's talents verbally when they're telling you, you can't know for sure.
You sound like a very talented individual. I'm sure we'll get to see those talents down here at some point.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure I will get to explore all of my various talents while we're down here.
All right.
mildly regretting us taking this job. Wasn't really for me to accept. I just went where they were going.
Same here. Wasn't for me to accept, but one of us had to take it, and I go where they go.
Right. It's I mean, you hear stories. There are a lot of stories about this place.
I've heard, but you know what? I've been through a very particular sequence of events over the past few months. And I've survived a lot, so you know, gives me a little bit of confidence.
Good.
You ever fought a dragon before?
Full
I
circle.
mean,
Full circle.
Yeah.
I have actually.
What?
Not a high dragon. Well, she was definitely a dragon. There's a group of us. It was quite exciting, really.
It is.
Yeah. The main tactic that I used was being at the back end. You have to be very wary of the tail, but if you're quick enough, I'm nowhere near the face, which is really the dangerous part of a dragon.
Yes, I was near the face at some point. Very dangerous.
Yes. Yeah.
She will point to a bird on her arm.
Yeah. No, thankfully there was enough of us, and I had a few people who were very large and very loud, and they really wanted to get the dragon's attention for the glory of killing the. So.
I can get that. Ours wasn't for the glory; it was just something that happened.
I just felt
just
bad.
walked into it.
Yeah,
we just kind of walked into it.
I don't tend to brag about that one. I struggled afterwards. I mean, really, if you're going and fighting a dragon, mostly what she's doing is defending her nest and herself.
That's true.
Really, the absolute worst of it, it's not like she's a criminal or a bad person. She's simply higher in the food chain than us. And I'm not convinced. I did live with a lot of regret after killing her, actually. So I don't tend to,
Oh, no, I've never seen the point in going out to kill a dragon just for the sake of killing a dragon. This one wasn't really like a mother dragon. It was more of like a
god.
Resurrected god dragon.
That sounds like a story.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that story sometime.
Well, and she'll go into the story.
Yeah.
She won't give too many details, but it's like, massacres, kidnapping, cults, stuff like that.
He's very interested.
Yeah.
Yeah. But eventually your watch will come to an end, and he goes over and wakes up the Canary woman.
Bella will go over, and she's like,
Wake up Faywin. Faywin needs to talk to this lady.
Yeah, she's looking between Faywin and Robin, and she's like, Faywin. she'll gently wake him up. It's like, it's your turn.
Right. Any sign of anything yet?
Nothing. Is literally nothing at all. Which concerning, but not surprising. We're in a tunnel full of rocks with nothing.
It's very strange.
It is. Finch will be with you, and so will the Kunai lady Cassie.
Oh, good.
Figured you'd be interested to know more about her.
Perhaps, if she'll tell me.
She seems rather open. It's good to learn. Straight from the source.
Yes.
You got this. She'll pat his shoulder.
Sleep well, Bella.
Thank you.
There's like a moment where like she gets up, stretches legs, has a bit of a wonder, and then comes back and just like locks eyes with you, Faywin.
Just
I'm very sorry about earlier.
Why?
Sometimes I speak without thinking.
I'm not sure that that's possible, but you're fine. I didn't take any offense.
But you aren't like full Canary. You're not mixed with human or anything.
No, full Canary.
Wow.
Hence the, you know.
I mean, all tall people kind of look the same to me.
That's fair. I'll accept that. I'm not sure how much I look like your friend over there, but
Finch waves.
was pointing to Arlen, but then kind of show it like does the yeah that one too yeah.
You hear a soft groan or grunt from me, and I just turn around.
Are you Dalish?
Yes, but I have just recently come out of a circle in Ostwick.
Oh.
I knew that a lot of the things that I was told there perhaps were not entirely true, but I think that I am just recently realizing their descriptions of the Kunari were quite biased.
People are prone to bias. I've been told many things about the people who grow up in circles.
Oh, that where one bad experience away from being possessed by demons.
I've fought a few of those before.
Oh,
well, the abominations, demons as well, I suppose. Not pleasant.
No. So you have been out on the roads?
Yes. Yes, I have. Not originally, but I have for quite a while. I started my life with the Coon.
Ah.
Fought a lot of mages. The Tevinter have a lot of them.
Oh, yes. Your name is Cassie.
Yes, it is. What's yours?
Faywin. This might be coming from a bad source, so forgive me. Did you choose your name?
Yes. Well, technically, Cassie was given to me by a friend, so I kept it.
Well, it suits you.
Thank you. It's nice to have an identity. It's not something you really have under the Coon.
And down here, are you treasure hunting for someone?
Yes.
Well, you won't find competition from us.
No, you're not looking for treasure.
No, paperwork, they said. I can only imagine it is valuable to the person looking for it.
There will be a lot of treasures down there as well. Either actual treasures or things that people above might find valuable.
Well, if I come out with my life, I will be happy. But if I come out with something more, I won't be mad about it.
I'm sure you'll find something. And hopefully come out of it with your life.
It's so strange not to see the stars.
Yes. Yes, it's not pleasant being down here. I'm a little concerned for if the tunnels start to get narrow. I have to duck down.
Yes. Well, I suppose you'll have Finch for company then. I don't think they could go through.
Yeah. We'll see. But that does also mean that the biggest of the Darkspawn won't be able to get through either.
Oh, yes. I didn't think of that.
Yes, they do have some big ones. I take it you were all cooped up with the blight, were you?
I was. I hardly knew it happened.
Well, be thankful. It was horrifying. But I'm sure you will have your eyes opened to just how horrifying these things can be when we get down there.
I am ready to face them.
You sure? You seem the nervous sort.
I am, but I am with people I care about very much. I think that I would be more afraid of running away when my friends needed me than of being in danger with them.
That could help. That can definitely help. I find you can face all sorts of things when you have something you care about that you're defending.
Yes.
Something I've been learning before my life before. It's you fought when that was your purpose, not because there was some glory or care that drove it. It was just what you did. As if it was for honor, I suppose. But now, well, it's through choice.
I think there is something comforting in being told you have a purpose, but
Yes.
it's better if you find it yourself.
A lot of your, well, no, not your Dalish now. there are elves who join the queue. I think,
Really?
yes. I think they're escaping the tyranny and helplessness of their lives in what they lead. And they find a sense of purpose and belonging, and they're no longer lower class. They're no longer this whatever it is that people believe about elves in these cities. They are part of the whole, and they have purpose and value. It feels to them.
Do you mean they are not treated the same way, just by different people?
No. If they're warriors, they are treated as warriors. And if they are bakers, they're treated as bakers. And they're not lesser because they're elves. They are treated for what their role is.
I was told a lot of very incorrect things.
Yes, well, don't get me wrong. It's fucking shit living under the coon. At least I think so. And there are many like me who leave. Or, well, escape. Trying to leave, normally they'll try and kill you. But they all have their reasons. I had mine. I think it's just more that the Coon, as shit as life is in the Coon, life as an elf in a city is lower than that. So it's like a step up for them.
Well, I can understand that. I cannot stand the city.
Well, I wouldn't recommend running away and joining the Coon.
No,
No.
I don't think that I would be cut out for such a thing.
No. Especially given what we do to our mages.
Right. Faywin just Rolodexing what he was told and wondering whether it's true or not.
You know what? For the funsies, roll a lore. I'm gonna call this arcane lore because technically it's tying to mages. And we'll see. Your roll will determine how accurate what you know is.
Okay. Arcane lore. 14.
Pretty good, actually. You've been told that they keep them chained up like beasts, and are effectively just used as weapons, and they have no ability to have that sense of purpose because they stopped being a person and they have become a thing. This specifics you maybe don't know about, but you're at least you've been told that much.
They told us a lot of terrible things about the Kunari mages. I suspect they may have told us in such great detail so that we would think that tranquility was a humane alternative.
I don't think either are very humane, but I don't know much about tranquility. But the They don't even get to speak. They stitch their mouths shut.
They must learn a different method of spellcasting.
It's quite primal, reactionary, and conducted. They usually have someone who's like a handler who activates them. So I don't know enough about this tranquility, but I think that's pretty awful. It's probably the main reason why I left. I had someone that I grew up with, a very dear friend, who, when it was discovered they had magic, they went through the process. And it was difficult to live with. And they tried to re-educate me twice. I left before the third time.
I am sorry.
There are many things wrong in this world. I'm sure you have been through things just as horrible.
I don't know if it was that horrible, but I know that. And he kind of puts his hair out of the way so she can see his ear. I didn't free myself. The circle just sort of fell, and I spilled out. And the thing that frightens me is I don't know how bad it could have gotten before I would have tried to escape. I don't think I would have.
Well, they train you very well to know exactly what might happen to you should you try to escape or have too much freedom of thought. So
Yes.
you become afraid of the alternatives. And then they just stop being options.
What happened to our circles? So much chaos and bloodshed, and the tranquil's sort of caught and abandoned, and yet the whole thing, I am very grateful it happened. It's a strange feeling.
I'm sure you're experiencing some survivor guilt.
Oh yes.
I suppose I understand. In a way, I managed to escape myself from my situation, and thanks to the help of others. But I couldn't help my friend. They were too far gone by that point anyway. But if we focus too much on the past and the what ifs, you stop being able to enjoy the now.
I enjoy being free every day, even down here. It doesn't bother me so much as I thought it would.
I suppose we've not really hit the horrible part yet.
Oh no.
So, enjoy the now. It's it's gonna get interesting. But we're a big group, a really quite big group, and I'm gonna guess by the weapons we can fight. So
Yes, I hope that we stay together as long as we can.
yeah, I'm not sure what route you're taking, but staying together makes sense for when you can. It was lovely to speak to you.
And you, thank you for letting me redeem myself somewhat.
It's alright. Saying awkward things in conversation is just part of being alive. Well, I should go and finish off my rest, but see you in the morning, Faven.
I hope you rest well.
I always do. And she goes over and nudges the last person in her party awake.
Is Robin the next one for ours?
I
Well,
think so. Last one is seeing in the morning.
it's always best to let the dwarf go last. That way I get a full night's rest.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. I will very carefully go in and snoop on Robin and Dara.
It's fine. I'm just his backpack.
Yeah.
I'll snake out
Uh-huh.
and get dressed, and I'm just gonna get fully dressed because, like, with armor and everything. Because why not? Strap myself down, get myself a power bar, and morning, Faywin. Bye, Faywin.
Good night.
Night. Get in that last nap. Why don't you? Literally, Faywin, you got the word. Faywin, like, the best is always, like, the first or the last shift. Like, that second to last shift, though, whew, that's the rough one. Because it's like, you wake up in the middle of your REM, and then you have to, like, maybe take a nap, but you don't know if you'll be able to take a nap. And, I mean, have you heard Orlin snoring? Shush. Shush. Especially if he lies out on his back.
Faywin has already just fallen asleep next to Dara.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. All right, cool.
Yep.
You need to be I'm just gonna tuck Faywin in. like swaddle them. Like, there you go. There you go. And I will go and, like, sit on a rock next to Finch. In fact, I will just I'll just sit on a rock next to Finch and just
keep vigilant. Absolutely. Yeah.
Are we making perception rolls?
Yes.
Okay.
Sense of your choice.
I'm actually going to concentrate on hearing.
Okay.
Well, I get some stunt points.
You do. And 30 is not bad because the pass grades for Dragon Age as opposed to D&D is very different. Yeah, you don't
because we'll hear it before we see it. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Hearing and smelling actually are your two important senses down here, honestly. hearing more so at a distance, and smelling for being able to tell what it is you're actually encountering. You really don't hear much. It's
Can I use efficient search, which is if resources of any kind are typically consumed for force test. Wait, that's not it. Use only half. That's not the one I wanted. I'm sorry. Like, I literally can't see right now, so I'm having an issue.
No, it's okay. You take your time with that.
I just mid-read how something went, so. I'll just like if something happens, I'll just have some advantageous positioning attached to everything.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, first question: has Robin been to the Deep Rose before?
I don't think she's been deeper than probably what they're at right now. I have a feeling that like there's always like yes, but this is probably the furthest that she's been. Yeah.
There is when you let yourself exist in the quiet for long enough, you become more able to pick out subtle sounds. Unless you're like me, because I have hearing deficiency. But you start to hear a general background ambient is the wrong word, but an unsettledness. It's quite a distance away, mind you. It's more in the direction that you're going rather than where you've come from. And it's not specific noises. It's just the fact that there is a background thrum of noise that suggests that it's not like it is plain sailing, totally quiet, empty roads. So there's definitely something up. But it's not in any way. You do not feel threatened where you are. And you would know enough not only about the sounds of darkspawn but also like deep crawlers and stuff. Like you're aware of the sort of sounds that you would get from that. The only thing that maybe wouldn't generate a noise down here is spiders. Yeah.
Okay.
So you know you're gonna have to be careful in your following day's journey.
Gotcha.
That is the information you can gain. So, but the night.
Who else was sitting with me?
You had Vonda, Halbrand, the blonde.
Yeah. I'm definitely just gonna kind of scoot on over to Bonda and be like, hey, I don't think it's anything to worry about now, but there's something spooking up there.
Yeah, we're definitely about to reach a depth where that's going to be a thing. Are you lot all prepared? Like, can they all fight?
Yeah, we fought a dragon.
Nice.
Yeah. Not just any dragon, like a reawakened elf god as a dragon. And we won. Like, look at us. We're all alive. Like, everyone that was there is here.
Wow, that's...
We came out of that, I wouldn't say unscathed, but alive. So, you know, what's more... Wow, I shouldn't say this out loud. They're like, what's more terrifying down here than an elf god dragon? I was like, we know the answer to that.
We know the answer to that, yeah.
We know the answer to that. But you know,
I think the most terrifying thing down here is not so much the scale of your enemy, it is the volume.
Yeah.
the amount and limited spaces, limited resources.
There's also the chance of us becoming darkspawn ourselves.
Yeah, the infection.
The taint.
The taint. I have witnessed and watched the process of someone turning.
Getting tainted?
Mm.
You watch someone just get all tainted. That's, you know what? I was gonna ask you to
They
describe that
swallow
to
the
me,
taint and
but don't.
no.
I'm
There
good.
are
I'm good.
horror stories down here. So
Yeah.
I commend you guys. I am glad that we have, there are people down here who have fought and killed a dragon and survived.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah,
So
I think
so
we're
so actually, I have a question. Is there someone with you who can't fight?
no, we can fight.
Okay, I was just because you were asking, as if like we would bring anyone who couldn't fight into here, and it made me wonder if like, oh, did they bring people
I've
that couldn't fight?
witnessed. I once came down with a group and they had like people whose job it was to carry their bags and stuff, and they didn't last very long.
The
So then you
bag
lose all your shit,
carriers
'cause
or
then you
the
can't. The bag carriers. Well, ultimately, the other people then also died because all their rations and shit, like they couldn't carry all the stuff. So
people just need to learn to carry their own shit. And if it's too heavy, you got to learn how to just get rid of that shit. Like you don't need all of that. If yeah. I say that as someone who, and I like pat my bag, and it is as tall and wide as I am. Like,
well, we can carry things more efficiently than most people. We're stockier,
yeah, exactly. Like we're already close. Like being closer to the ground, like our center of gravity is not as high either.
Yeah.
So
Broader.
yeah. Anyway, there's some shit going down in that tunnel. So having second ears on it would be great. And if you notice something, holler at me and we'll get. Oh, don't holler, but just walk over. And do you want to have a code word of like, there's some shit happening?
Sure. What? I mean,
pineapple.
Pineapple.
Just scream pineapple, and we'll just be like pineapples. Oh, I have a question. You're not with the Carta, are you?
No.
Okay, cool.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Definitely.
Why? Are you in? Why? Have you encountered Carta?
I've encountered dragon gods, Carta. Yes. All kinds of things. Elves with blood tattoos, great bears with a musk.
Nice.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We great bears. Yes, done that. Did technically did a dragon, but like a regular dragon.
Oh, you did a dragon. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, not werewolves. Did werewolves.
Whoa! I'm jealous.
That was rough though. They're no joke because like they work as a pack. So
yeah,
it's like strategy. You have to. Yeah, it's not good. And this ancient elven thing, it looked like a tree. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It was rough.
Anyway, I'm gonna go sit back over there with my Finch.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye out. Well, I say we. Eras is the really perceptive one, so.
Okay, just keep listening. Just if you hear something, pineapple. Okay.
Yeah, I'll pass that on to her.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sit back on my rock and I'm gonna listen.
Okay. So you sit on your rock, you listen. Everyone, you will slowly, naturally come out of your sleep cycle. and wake up. I wouldn't call it rested, but you've definitely slept. For some of you, this was really not comfortable because even those of you who have slept in various types of things and places and like you've done uncomfortable sleep, but just a straight up hard floor, no bedroll makes that comfortable.
Unless you're a Klingon.
Well, unless you have a bad back, in which case the hard floor might be quite good for your bad back. um, but you wake. Uh, Andrew might be feeling a little better. If you roll one more time for Andrew and for Dara, I'm gonna do one of those. Once you feel courageous, until you reach something that has a reason to make you afraid again, you're good. But we can see if the two babes. Oh no.
Oh no! What about Dara? Is Dara feeling better?
It's better than the 6, but it's still a 9.
It's yeah.
It's working up her courage.
Yeah, Freddie, if you can roll for Dara.
Sorry, I forgot that I was rolling for Dara.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. He probably wakes up. I imagine he curled around you, Faywin, once you were lying next to him.
Just cuddling.
Yeah.
Cuddling the keeper. You know how it
He's
goes.
a
the
cuddler.
keeper.
Yeah.
He is such a cuddler. Yeah.
He is a cuddler.
Can confirm.
Jeez, there it is. Okay. It's sorry, it's a willpower.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right.
there you go.
Huzzah.
Somebody got
You know
into
what?
the royal elf fruit before they went to bed.
Yeah, I imagine once he untangles from his keeper, he probably smokes a bowl before feeling a bit more chipper today.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, he was just too sober
Yeah.
yesterday.
I mean, like,
My
to
poor
be fair,
dog.
to be fair, you don't want to be intoxicated in the deep
No.
roads.
No,
So,
you don't.
but we had already decided to let the boys sleep out the whole night, and then some of us will sleep out the whole time next time as they take the
Yes.
the shifts. Yeah,
Absolutely. So he's good. He's fine.
all right, everyone.
My poor pupper.
Your she's not good.
And as we sort of get up and everyone starts to wake up, I'm gonna be like, which as the time has passed and with that sound, has it changed? Has there been any movement? Have I noticed anything different?
No.
Just the
It
same.
seems like a constant. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Constant.
And it's not like it's
Yeah.
ebbing and flowing. There's just like a
Mm-hmm.
No
ebb and flow, just a constant thing going on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like how sometimes you can, especially people who are I think it's more common for people who are on the spectrum, but like you hear that sort of background hum of electronic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's not specifically the sound that you're hearing, but in terms
Yeah.
of just general.
Could I do like a nature roll or anything?
Yeah, I mean you can sure you can try.
Okay.
You can figure out what that sound actually is, maybe.
Listen.
Nice. It is. It's definitely movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of impossible to tell without visual
Mm-hmm.
or other senses. Like purely using sound, definitely movement. And enough movement from multiple sources, so it's not like it's one thing moving. This is multiple.
Okay. With that stunt point, I will just put on if your discoveries lead to combat within, well, not a moment or two. Never mind. It's a moment or two for the upper hand. Never mind.
I will give you a bonus should you try and do this the further in you get, like to try and listen again because you know what you're listening for now.
Gotcha. All right, cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna get in there and let everyone know. It's like, all right, it's gonna get dicey as we get in. But in the direction that we're going, I've been hearing some noise. Pretty out there. Hasn't come closer, hasn't moved further away, just a constant hum. Can't quite tell what it is, except that it's movement. So it's almost like movement in a place. And all I'm saying is, it's the deep roads. So ready for a fight. Oh, and the safe word is pineapple.
What?
If you see something scary, just say pineapple.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever had a pineapple?
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah. No, I know what a pineapple is. So,
Why?
so we don't alert whoever is lurking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did Faywin, did you get into the royal elf fruit? What?
I just wasn't sure why we couldn't say, oh, look, a horde of darkspawn instead of pineapple.
It's just less
But
syllables.
it makes sense if someone is being... Okay.
Yeah.
Dara pipes up with it. You could just say shit.
Well,
But pineapple's more fun to say.
it's more fun, and you're not going to encounter a pineapple here.
I
What if
swear
we
to God,
did,
if
though?
I do encounter one,
What if we did a goat with a pineapple? What if we did though?
It all depends on
You
what
guys can
someone's
tell.
NPC is.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
animation levels suggest Dara's immediately feeling bad. Like,
Hey, everyone, if you want a goat with a pineapple to show up in the deep roads, it's a $10 donation.
yeah,
I'm thinking
$10
about it.
donation. I will give them both a goat and a pineapple at the same time. You heard it.
What
here
about
first.
a goat with a pineapple in each horn, like just stuck on it?
know.
That would mean Arlen would just turn around and walk away. Just go back home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Now Dara is entertained and fully convinced that is what you guys are gonna find.
A goat with a pineapple.
Yeah. Can goat eats pineapple? You know, pineapples contain like a chemical in them that can like erode away your skin.
Yeah, I know. I use it in some
Why
of
it's
my
a good
lotions.
palate cleanser. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it's like
So that's why
cleanse.
it's spicy in my mouth. Okay.
It's
Yeah, it
literally
hurts when you
eating
eat it.
your
Yeah.
tongue at the same time.
So if you eat something that's really like oily or like a lot of cheese or something, and it's making like gives you a lot of phlegm in your throat, eat pineapple.
That's why it belongs on pizza. Sorry.
Oh my God, you're right.
This is Satan taking notes from the game.
Yeah.
Eat pineapple after I eat anything. So I don't get phlegmy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
Bella, during this conversation, you in
Mhm.
fact, well, roll a perception seeing,
Oh
Bella.
gosh. I don't like this.
Bella.
Yeah, just Bella.
13. 4 stunts though.
Hey, you know what?
Advantage
Just don't
position.
throw it in. You notice Eros is sketching something in his book and laughing as you guys are having that conversation.
She's just gonna saddle up next to him. She's like, what's the drawing?
Morning. Hi. What?
Hi. What's
I
your
don't know what you're
drawing?
talking about. I don't know.
I saw you. Just giggling in your little sketchbook.
Yeah. And he'll turn it and show you. And he's drawn rather expertly a goat, like a full bearded goat. With a pineapple, but the pineapple's got like arms and legs, like it's riding it like the goat is a horse.
Wow. That's
Bella
terrifying.
just gives
There's
a
shading
little
and
snort
everything.
laugh.
Just like it's really good actually.
That's
That's,
fucking brilliant.
You should
The
like
goat
frame
has
that.
like that really perfectly. You like ever so slightly cock
Yeah.
out. yeah.
You need to frame that. That's true art right there.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Here, it's yours. If the deep roads
Oh.
ever get so depressing, you can.
Oh,
use
thank
that.
you.
Cheer yourself up.
She'll take it and just like put it in like her little jacket
The bra
pocket.
pocket? Mhm.
Yeah, the bra pocket. It's like, oh, thank you. Like it's something naughty, but it's just like go pineapple. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Shara's like,
What just happened?
maybe
No,
he's
you
been
d-
drawing part and he's giving it to Bella. None of you know. You just see that exchange
Yeah,
happening.
just
where he's
bra
like, "Here, have
pocket
this."
drawing.
Yeah. Right. So he'll get his bag on. You can see the others are like, his group seem to be waiting for him to take the lead in their crew.
Mm. Oh, Robin, if you say you hear stuff ahead, speaking of lead, do you want to sneak with me? Or do you want me to sneak ahead?
Let's go. Let's be sneaky together. I should probably come with you, just because I understand the makeup of the deep roads.
That's
We are a
very
little
true.
far, yeah. But it could be like a relay thing. So yeah. We can be. We can
Yeah.
scout. We can scout while the boys stay back. And Shanae.
Sinead. Okay.
Wait, Sinead can also sneak, right? She's roguish.
She is roguish.
She's roguish? I thought she had a big ass sword when we saw her.
No, she has a sharp. No, she's rogue.
Oh,
so
nice.
Dara technically is also rogue, but
Mm-hmm.
yes, all the rogues.
It was just a
There is-
party
there
of
is-
rogues.
To be fair, there is only 3 classes in this game, so it's very difficult
true.
to have as much diversity as you would think.
That is true.
Mhm. She's maybe just a different type of rogue, you guys. I know Dara certainly is. He's more of a, I guess, a ranger.
Yeah.
That's technically how he's built.
So we could do like a whole rogue relay thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we could just
Chinese whispers.
Yeah.
What does pineapple become by the time it gets to the back of the cube?
Cucumber.
Cucumber. Okay. You guys certainly can sneak
Mhm.
ahead.
Okay.
That's totally fine. Are you guys both going in tandem? Like, there's enough room for you, the two of you, to go side by side. Obviously, it's a fairly decent sized road.
Yeah.
How much further ahead are you going from your team?
Do we wanna keep maybe like 100 yards or something ahead, like a football field's length, probably?
We could do that.
Yeah, because we can sprint that if we have to. Right?
Yeah, and
Mhm.
if we get to a fork in the road, then we won't go any further.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we'll
Okay.
do that. We'll do like a football field
Do
worth.
you need me to tell you how many that is in meters?
Isn't that meters?
You can translate it to feet if you want.
Isn't that like 300 feet or something?
Yes, 300 feet. Mm-hmm. It's 91.4 meters.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Football field.
But it's
You'll find.
yeah.
No, I said meters because I was like, oh no, I don't know what how many meters are in a yard.
This,
I was like,
here's
meters?
what's up. This game is in yards. So
Yeah.
It's in yards. It's
That's so weird.
I know.
A bold choice for a game system to go for yards.
Then I just measure everything in football fields when I hear yards, because I know what a football field's 100 yards, and so half is 50 and a quarter is 25. Like, that's the only way
One
I
yard
would know.
is 3
yeah.
feet. That's
Yeah,
all
1
I
yard is
know.
3
So I
feet,
just
yeah.
Exactly 3 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's not exactly a meter. Okay, weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 2.2 meters for 1 foot or something like that.
Anyway.
It would be
Mhm.
nice if there was just, the one way of
Yeah.
measuring distance.
2.2 meters for 1 mile.
Yeah. I mean,
but that is not the world we live in.
Mhm.
no.
So-
Why go through actual measurements when you can measure things in feet?
My foot is not that big. I'm just
Yeah. The feet, I think, measuring in feet, because a standard gait when you're walking is roughly a foot.
Mhm.
So you could literally walk a distance and count it in your head. That's why feet became a thing, I believe.
But sneaking.
The more you know.
Da, 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 da.
Sneaking ahead, yes, please roll me stealth and perception, sense of your choice, but you do have to specify which sense you're using.
I'm using C. because
Here's my
Searching
stealth.
is for searching
is looking for hidden
yeah.
things.
Okay.
It's like an investigation roll, if that makes sense.
And I'm using hearing for mine.
Would
Yeah.
I? Okay, that's not too horrible.
Stealth is pretty good. And hearing's not bad. Yeah. In fact, Robin, I'm gonna let you roll
Yeah.
twice for your hearing. Yep.
Because she has 2 ears.
Oh, that's better. One is a little more clogged than the other. There's a little bit more.
Listen, I have a good ear and a bad ear. Listen, anyone I know who has hearing problems, we all have the good ear. Yeah. Okay. 60 is good though. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys move on ahead, and what you find is a section of the road that is quite badly damaged.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you know what, I'm gonna stop with that and let you guys decide what you want to do. What you are aware of is the main road that you were traveling in. Large columns and blocks and then natural rock has kind of fallen and is currently blocking this path. I will let you ask any questions you wish.
Does it seem like there is any like space between all the rock and debris that to like squeeze in through?
Yep. That would be I
investigation.
Yeah.
No.
I guess it would. Searching, finding things that are hidden or obscured. Yeah. Searching or seeing, I think, because you're visually trying to make this estimation.
18.
Nice. There are small parts where you can definitely see the other way through. Nothing that is like person size to go through at all. But there are gaps, and you can also see an area that looks like it is a more natural cavern that you could try to squeeze your way through.
See, the thing is, I played Dragon Age with you, and when they were like, "Oh no, this road's blocked," but there's this thing that you can go around and go through. It's like, sure. Anyway, Bella hasn't played Dragon Age.
I'm gonna look at. I want to look at this cave in, and I want to see if it's if it fell because of natural erosion or if it was forced down.
Bingo. Yeah, I would roll. That's, I guess, either a searching, or cunning, and I would.
I think I'm gonna do searching. Would be my highest out of that. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's only an 11.
Like natural lore.
I have a reroll.
You do have a reroll.
I do have a reroll. I'm gonna use a reroll.
Use your things, yeah.
That's a bit better.
14's better.
Yeah.
This does appear to be something that is more recent.
Okay. Yo, Bella? I don't think this fell by itself.
Okay.
Natural erosion takes time, but the way that the dust around it is collected or lack thereof makes me think that something knocked this down. I'm gonna sort of like tilt my head, do I still hear that sound?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. From the other side of the cavern, or through from the
Over.
other side of the cave in, or down the natural area?
In a way, a little bit of both, but you're hearing it more clearly down the sort of cave area that sort of veers off to the side slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do like a searching or seeing roll to kind of look through the gaps of the debris and see what's on the other side?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you absolutely can.
Uh, 19.
Nice. Um, uh, there's a bit of a distance because what has fallen hasn't created just like a thin layer. It's actually quite a thick layer.
Mm-hmm.
But you see a passageway that continues. It looks like, and then looks like it veers off slightly to the side,
Mm-hmm.
with a bit of a drop off, and you're seeing quite a bright glow from that, from down there.
She's going to be narrating this to Robin
Mm-hmm.
quietly.
And like bright glow could be given its color.
Does it have like a color?
Could
Yeah.
be- yeah. So it's like that warm color, which could mean two things, both of which well, I suppose
Bad.
different implications. Well, fire or lava,
Okay.
because both create the same.
Does
color.
it see? Yeah, and I guess
Mm-hmm.
does it seem to be flickering?
Again, you would expect the light to shift and move with both because lava's in movement.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, a
Some
puppy
movement.
just walked across Gambit's background, and I
Puppy?
an actual puppy. Sorry.
It's my puppy.
Yeah. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, you can see again because lava is in movement.
There's some sort of fiery light source.
Something hot is making
Yeah.
light. Yes.
Something hot is making light.
Yep.
Okay, do we want... Does one of us want to wait here for the others, and the other one kind of just quietly scouts ahead to see what's up? So that way one of us will come back and prepare the others for what's going on.
We can do that. I know you know the deep roads well, but I do have some magic boots that help me stealth.
Yeah.
I'll leave the decision of who goes forward up to you.
Let's go.
I'll go, Robin.
Oh, okay. I'll wait here for the others.
Okay.
Okay.
So Bella will activate her shadow mode. Pew.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Mhm.
So I have a plus one to my stealth. So 17.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my boots, whoever's trying to see me has a -3 to their perception, basically.
Okay. That's fine. And where are you going?
Down the cavernous tunnel a little bit.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What is the noise that Robin keeps hearing, by the way?
Haven't figured it out yet.
But what does it sound like? Like just like the hum we said?
Roll a perception hearing.
Okay. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna roll perception. 15.
Not bad.
Movement and like a guttural noise. Best way to describe it.
Okay. So, she's gonna go down the cavernous entrance. She's not gonna go too far, but she wants to see how quickly the noise gets louder.
Okay. That's fine. This. I'm gonna make you roll another hearing roll. This one is because it's sort of like a mix of been hearing and searching. Honestly, it's using your smarts to establish something getting louder, what direction it's coming from, and that's more of a an evaluation of sound, if that makes sense, rather than.
Would I be able to do
what I
searching
hear.
with it then?
Yes.
15.
Very good. As you start to move down, you are aware of the sound getting louder. You are also aware, even though this wasn't what you rolled, Arlen should have been here, buddy.
Smelly.
Of a smell. It's strong. And I mean, like, going into like deep, dark, dank tunnels will often bring out a smell, and some of the things that live in those kind of tunnels can generate smell. Even going into a particularly deep, like, bear cave, if they've been hibernating there, there's been a lot of shit going on, like, it's gonna stink. Like, you know, it happens.
Does this smell remind me of the one cave we fought Darkspawn in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does. There is a very unique smell of not just death, but like.
Ooh, the Darkspawn.
Yeah. It's a smell that's really hard to describe. It's like if disease
had a smell. Like rotting and decaying and just bad.
Yeah. It's like, because ichor is kind of the word that describes like looking at it. It's what it would taste like, but it's also what it smells like.
It's like an infected wound. Okay, I'm gonna stop describing. Just in case for people. But once she gets that, she's just gonna nope and back away. She's not gonna, but she's not about to face Darkspawn by herself. No. So she's going to go to Robin and then just say pineapple. And just start kind of pushing her back to the group.
Pineapple.
I haven't been seen with pineapple.
Well, this will be fun.
Yeah. And once they're back to the group, she's just gonna be like, so here's the deal.
There's a lot of pineapple.
So much pineapple. It smelled really bad of pineapple.
It was definitely eating away at our faces, kinds of pineapple.
Yeah. So the original path is blocked. There's another way. It's more cavernous entrance. So there's a lot. You could smell the Darkspawn in there. And by the noises, I think there's a good amount of them. If they're getting smarter and more dangerous, Robin inspected the debris. It seems that it was on purpose.
Oh yeah.
So it's a trap.
It was laid down, mayhaps not for us, but
just for travelers down here.
Yeah.
The debris it's a thick wall of debris, and there's a light. I don't know if it's lava or fire, but there's like a turn and a drop.
You guys could roll cunning if you wish. I would allow probably natural lore. I know it's not technically flora or fauna, but it's the best thing I can tie it to. Oh, well, engineering, maybe, but I don't think any of you have taken engineering.
Actually. No, I didn't take engineering.
Oh.
It's my time to shine. This is Arlen's episode.
Technically speaking, and I don't know if it was something that I added on to the actual sheet, but Shara would have engineering.
Ooh.
Because it involves constructing, building, invention,
crafting.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I married an engineer.
So he should have crafting as well. I don't think it's on the sheet. Listen, I built those sheets in a hurry for a fight, not for actual practicality.
You're the GM. If you say it's on the sheet, it's on the sheet.
True.
I believe you.
So I am gonna roll. I'll just roll this and add a +2. He may not get anything. But...
Ooh.
Oh,
boy.
Buddy.
Buddy.
So the +2, that's a 19 +6. Listen, okay.
Cheryl's like, is it a forge?
I think you'll find.
I mean, do you think anything down here is capable of creating that amount of debris, or could it have been the,
Earthquakes?
There's definitely stuff down here capable of creating that debris. Not only that, is even if it wasn't as bit by itself, I mean, there's ogres. Like, let's just think about that for a second. There's
about
ogres? Ogres are intelligent enough.
Okay, I was gonna ask what about intelligent enough to actually create a plan of ambush?
Oh yeah. Well, they used to be. Darkspawn used to be they used to just be people. Yeah, that's true.
Darkspawn are born.
That's right.
It's the brood mothers used to be people.
Yeah, brood mothers used to be people. That's right.
And then
and certain brood mothers create certain
depending on what they were in life. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so
yeah.
There has been a moment in relatively recent history in the last decade where there was intelligent darkspawn.
Mm-hmm.
There were not many, but it was a thing. Whether you guys know about that, I'm not sure, because obviously we know it because of the games, but I'm not sure how common knowledge that was. Unless you were in Amaranth and hearing the stories, but
it's possible. I mean, there could be just. She could just be down here.
Yeah. We should proceed with
caution. Yeah.
Yes, but are we just walking into a cavernous path full of darkspawn?
No, I think we should lure them out where we can ambush them.
The path to the cavernous path, was it like a one person size or like multiple people size, like the path that we're on?
One person.
Okay, because then she'll suggest if we do lower them out, it is almost like bottlenecking them, but there's only space for just the one person through it. But also, I don't know how many are down there.
Oh, there's only space for one person to go through. That means they can't
to come out.
Swarm
yes, that's
out.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. So the smallest would come out. We can pick them off until they figure it out. Or one of us, we can rogue chain it and see what we're dealing with all the way down. No? Yeah? What did you do?
I have a pound of flour.
Okay.
It's flammable.
The flour?
Flour?
Yeah. Flour is flammable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dangerous. Like, I learned this the other day. Like some of the most horrible factory explosion have been flour mills, because it so finds in the air and the clothes. So once something catches fire, everything catches fire.
So do we want to catch do we want to create flour grenades?
I mean,
we are also in a cavern, but I'm just saying.
I don't want anything to blow up while we're underground. I'm just saying.
Right, since we're still here.
Yes, but it is an option to just throw stuff in there.
Yeah.
Or we could move the rubble.
How thick was that? Yeah, it's a lot of noise. Like, it was a thick wall of rubble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you've got broken bits of a column,
Mhm.
and then some.
And it's all the way to the cavern ceiling.
It's quite
Okay.
This is a big. This is like proper. I mean, we've all seen these.
Well,
You know,
What she's saying is,
Lots of
I put a
papers.
trap for you guys, and you're gonna have to trigger it.
No,
No, I'm
because
kidding, I'm
you could.
kidding.
You have exception. You have strong people, and you have
Yeah.
a Finch. So like, there's nothing.
We could make like a
stopping you.
little, like, we don't have to move all of it. We just have to move enough to create a, well, for the biggest of us, which is Arlen and
Yeah.
Cassie, to
Well,
go through.
moving it smartly, because if you start moving things from a bottom,
Yeah,
the top
moving
there
it-
can
yeah.
topple. Yeah.
And in the meanwhile, we can block this cavern from anything coming out of it with the same rubble.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I
could
didn't think
do
about that. Yeah. And wait for us to create a landslide and get the stuff to just go naturally that way.
Ah.
Maybe.
So who's a good engineer here that could perhaps devise a plan like that?
Well, actually, I am betrothed to an engineer.
Aren't you
I-
lucky?
I am
I
very
mean,
lucky.
Isn't there also just some magic? And I look over at Faywin.
Isn't there also just a big stone person? I look over at Finch.
Do you want me to give the stones nightmares?
Oh, I didn't
Is it possible?
I was just hoping you've learned to move things with your mind at this point.
I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not that useful.
No,
Can
you're
rock
far
true?
more useful in different ways,
Mhm.
Faywin. Don't
Hush
say
you.
that. But I was hoping that you could move things with your mind. It's not. It has nothing to do with use. It's just now I'm sad that you're not that
Telekinetic person.
In her head, Robin was about to say that cool, but she doesn't say it out loud because it's also
like,
terrible.
A telekinetic person, right? Robin.
like it's in her head. Like it would just be very cool if you did do that, and that's what she says out loud to Faywin.
Anyway.
They don't tend to teach mages to move large rocks when they're in a tower made of stone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's fair. But we do have someone who's good with plans and two other very strong people. Well, we have
All
three
right.
strong
Well,
people.
let's get to. I mean, unless I'm gonna look over at the other group. Do y'all want to go down to deep dark hole by yourselves, or do you want to help us move some rubble? I'd like to
Well.
point out if you went down those tunnels, you'd effectively be bait.
Yes. And let me tell you, if the darkspawn don't kill you, the smell will.
Well, we've come prepared for that. No, we can do this. It's just gonna add on. I mean, it's gonna take at least a day to move this.
Yep.
Yes, but also a day to move rubble, or like a few minutes where we are attacked by who knows how many darkspawn.
By the fact that we don't know how many
By
there
the-
are makes it very.
Yeah. But it's like by the smell of it, it was
Too
a
many.
lot. Too many.
That's fair.
Mentally prepared to be handling them. I can't imagine they're the only ones we're going to encounter.
No,
No.
But we can help. Sure.
All right.
Well, she can help.
Well, you can help by keeping us hydrated and watching the tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So we will end there with the plan of moving a cave in. So we will pick up with those efforts next time, everybody.
Okay.
At
I don't
time.
think this was what I expected out of us. We're like, oh well.
No,
just...
this is entirely one of two options. You had the two options. You had the move in the rubble, and you had going down the tunnel. I was factoring it in. I'm just aware how long it takes to move a cave in. So.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why time skips exist. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, everyone, for coming and showing up. Really appreciate it. And of course, there's resubs from Loud Atlas, Silent Owl, and Gambit. Really appreciate your faces. We are not back streaming anything on the channel until Friday. We're only Fridays and Saturdays until after the holidays when the new seasons start, and then I have to figure out what's happening for those. So, and of course, we're actually Dragon Age is continuing on until February. We're not back until Friday, where we have mask here at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And then we're back here, Dragon Age at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Saturdays for this week. Everyone else, where can we find you on the internet? What you do and all that good stuff.
You can find me on Twitter at _Gambit. And I'll be here next week to
My bot's not
move
working.
heavy rocks. And Nightbot is being a pain.
Yeah, Nightbot's not working, y'all. Sorry.
All right.
I'm gonna get these links. Hold on, I got a spreadsheet. Keep going, y'all.
All right, and I can't wait to see y'all's face next week.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, my name's Satan or Alyssa Vamp on Twitter. You can find me here with these awesome people who I missed last week a lot. I had a really long week, so I was really looking forward to this game. To hang out with my peeps again. You can also find me Sunday mornings over at the Hive Goblin at 10 a.m. EST. And for the last time, you can find me over at Indra Adventures Sunday nights when we have our show finale for Rime of the Frost Maiden, where I will play for one more night Corey, the Eldritch Knight Goliath.
Yes.
She's a big old lesbian, and we love her. She's
I
trying
stand.
to she's trying to find a way to unattach a very pretty purple dryad from a forest so she can go wherever she wants. Yeah. Anyway, that's me.
That's so excellent.
She has a great pair of pears.
Hell yes. I am Freddie. You can find me at His Majesty on Twitter and at Lewd Alfred on Instagram. I am only streaming with this game, but every once in a while I'm on my pal Christopher's channel playing Dead by Daylight, which is super fun. But that is the streaming I do. Otherwise, I'm just doodling horny drawings on the internet.
Nice.
We stand horny drawings.
Right. Oh, hang on. Hi everyone. It's me. It's Emma. It's Hamalu on the internet. You can see me here on Saturdays jamming for these lovely people. Through the happy fun times of the Deep Roads. And also on Fridays. You can see me here next Friday for Masks, where I am playing the delinquent, who, listen, yesterday was a time. We had parents' night.
Mm-hmm.
It was rough.
Oh.
Everyone, when they met my parents, because my parents are just like old money rich, and everyone was like, why are they more evil than the villains? And I was like, because capitalism is the real enemy, everyone.
Oh man, I thought you were talking about your job for a second. I'm like, I'm very confused.
No. no, for masks. So yeah, so that's great though. That's really fun. So we'll get the spill off of that next week. So sometimes our head teacher's dead.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Once again, thank you for showing and coming up. We will see you on Friday. And right now, we're going to go say hello to our friends over at G Game Nights. They're all playing some Fate, it looks like. So, everybody wave. Bye. We love you. You're all very cool.